The simulations you build in iRise Studio will only be as good as the reviewing experience they provide to your project stakeholders. The best way to make sure your reviewers get the experience you want is to test often as you build. We've made this a simple task in iRise. iRise simulations run in iRise Reader, an application that opens inside your default web browser. To launch your simulation from iRise Studio, just click the green Launch button. Once your simulation is open in the Reader, you can refresh your page in your browser window to apply any changes you make in Studio. The Reader interface is simple by design to keep it from getting in the way of the reviewing experience. Certain features mimic the Studio interface, such as the Directory, the Simulation and Document tabs, and the Comments panel. Although these features give your stakeholders a certain level of control during their reviews, your goal is generally to reduce or eliminate their reliance on these tools by making your pages as interactive as possible. This is why testing is so important. We cover the Reader interface from the reviewer's perspective in another tutorial. For now, let's take a look at a couple of features that are more geared for modelers. First of all, you can hide the directory by clicking the icon on the left side of the Reader menu bar. You can toggle the visibility of the entire Reader framework by clicking the bottom of the menu bar. Guides are annotations that you can add to your simulations to help facilitate stakeholder reviews. For reviews launched on a definition center or from an iDoc, guides are turned on by default. When you launch from Studio, you will need to turn guides on if you want to see them. A dynamic display is one method of adding dynamic content to your simulations. The Views icon in the status toolbar is only active when a dynamic display is present on the page. Clicking the button reveals the Set Page Views dialog, which allows you to switch manually between the different views in the display. When you have your display looking the way you want, then you can add the simulation events that will switch the views during a stakeholder review. One of the more advanced testing tools in iRise Reader is the Data Tracker, which is accessed from the View menu. You can use the Data Tracker to see how data is passed through your simulation and how the simulation logic executes. As you can see, the true power of iRise visualization lies in the simulation itself, not in the reviewing tools. As you gain more experience as a modeler, the iRise Reader framework will become as transparent to you as it is to your stakeholders.